was a kid and I first put my hands on a horse, they touched my soul, and they've been a part of me, way down deep to my core. And I believe I was born.
We would have it halfway up the horse's head and about 3 fingers below the cheekbones. But if you have a horse that is particularly pushy on the nose, you can drop it down just a little bit, and that gives you a tiny bit more leverage to influence his nose, which I'm going to keep it there on him because yesterday when we cantered he had a little bit of a pig root, and I then had to show you how to do a 1 rein stop from a canter. So that's, we might be able to see if we can get him to perform again today. See how we go. Spirits can help motivate a horse sometimes. I'm going to walk along, and when I want him to stop with a hindquarter yield, I'll lift the rein and push the hindquarters around just like that. That was beautiful, Charlie. That one has the trick for sure. We'll check that out on the other side as well. Once he's kind of walking along nicely, I might ask him to yield again. And look at that, he's got that down pat straight away. So given his nice response to that, I think it's fairly safe for me to get on. Teach them to lean on anything, like the halter or the noseband. And so to stop the issue of leaning occurring, basically your rein's rhythmic. So the rein pressure should always be on and off. So if I ask him to go backwards now, then I'm lifting on and off. And I'll just exaggerate a little bit so you can see that. So lift, release, lift, release, lift, release. You see I can even lift in time with his feet. So it actually helps him to understand to move that particular foot. So checking out a backup before we go forward is good, because the backup is essentially your straight stop. It's what comes after you stop straight, and the horse will then associate that. Plus it tells you he's listening to the pressure on his nose. If I'm happy with that, I can go for a walk. And essentially I just walk on a loose rein, especially with a horse that hasn't had any kind of a bitless bridle on before, because we don't want to jam him up into a rein contact before he's actually used to the feel of it. Later on you can actually use contact to achieve collection, but really collection comes from self-carriage and learning vertical flexion and a soft feel. So really your collection is is the end result of your training. Collection doesn't control your horse. It's the hind end that controls your horse, and it's you knowing what to do with the hind end that will ultimately control your horse. So we can do a nice straight stop. So if our horse gets a little bit forward and pushy in this, and he was a little bit kind of heavy on his nose there, I'm going to ask for a little back up at the end of the stop, and just get some softness before we reward that. Good boy. No, we don't have to have treats all the time. Okay. Alright, if you feel like cantering, you can canter now. Good boy. Slightly on the wrong leg, and that's exactly why we need to be able to bend our horse. Can you see what he did just then? He just kind of got a little bit, not too bad, he wasn't going to buck me off or anything, but he just got a bit unfriendly, sticking that head down, and because we'd done that work with him, getting him to bend and yield the hindquarter, I could bring him back under control before it got out of control. We might just try. Have we got time for one more? 1 minute. Okay. That's better. Good boy. Okay, we'll give him that. That was a nice soft one, even if it was only a few strides. That's probably a really good place to end up.
was a kid and I first put my hands on a horse, they touched my soul, and they've been